I would care a lot more about what happened with Tyler, the Creator, in the past week if the conversation wasn't about stuff that happened during, like, the Obama administration. I do think there's something educational here that we can take away from this. Like, there is no reason for people to still be able to pull up these tweets on you. You can delete them. I think that you should delete them. Please. This literally happens, like, every other year. I don't know why. He won't just delete
the tweets.
This one is from 2011. Tyler, the Creator, tweeted this, and it says,
R. Kelly peed on a fucking child and got away with it. That is the most swagged out shit I have ever heard in my life.
Turn his TV off.
How many brand deals, collabs, successful albums do you have to have? How many people around you that care about you do you need before one person is like, hey, Tyler, Mr. Bunny Hop, pal, what's the value of keeping tweets up like this? It's like he enjoys having people throw this stuff back at him like every year or two. Now, I'm not coming on here to tell you why you should or shouldn't be offended by anything you learn about Tyler, the Creator's online activity in the past week or so. I am just here to tell you why I personally don't really care that much. Derapy. Serious question. Do we actually want people to change? Do we want them to be better? I saw this comment or this tweet or wherever where somebody was like, Kanye and Tyler basically have like their public perception going in reverse. The peak of Kanye's wild internet activity and public persona is the past few years. At his biggest age, the slavery is a choice stuff, loving Hitler, openly attacking people's children, shout out Nicki Minaj. We have people who are at peak shenanigans right now. And at the same time, if you're like Nicki or Kanye and you want to sprinkle in things about how you're actually doing the Lord's work and you're fighting the industry, and I just think that that is ludicrous. That is a real hypocrisy to me, like saying that you're about one thing and then doing something that's totally opposite kind of at like the same time. Tyler got off all of these truly whack and honestly indefensible tweets and takes and stunts. He got all of this stuff off a decade ago, a decade and a half ago, and is now out here like, respect the art, this music inspired me, I love black people, peep the history and the lore. And some people want to drag him back like the Dark Side and Superman meme and be like, how dare you say you love black people? Look at what you said back when I was in high school, back when I was in diapers. Stop celebrating black people and explain these 10-year-old lyrics. What is it exactly that you want? What does accountability look like to you? Because for me, it's actions and the art that you choose to create. I think some people want rappers to move more like YouTubers or influencers. Would you like Tyler, the Creator, to make a apology video? Maybe go tweet by tweet and be like, that was bad. I shouldn't have said that. That was gross. First of all, he'd already done it. Secondly, if you actually engage with the music, he addresses it there as well, which is like my preferred outlet for, musicians. I'm not telling you not to care about the stuff that he used to. In fact, I think it's actually kind of cool to see the growth. Like, I can't believe he used to be like this and now he's like this, instead of saying, oh my God, how could you possibly listen to somebody that is now trying to be respectable when they used to be not? Now, I don't want to be obtuse. I know that many people are criticizing the fact that he, and I'm going to try and say this with a straight face, liked a tweet saying his fan base hates black music despite him clearly showing love and appreciation based on his collaborations. I think that him liking that tweet is dumb, but I also think people claiming he is responsible for how his fans treat people or embrace other music is wild. Timeline matters, of course. If he was at his most popular, which he is right now, and he was popping out like Young Thug saying Free Diddy, then I'd be like, maybe you have a point. Maybe this deserves more criticism. But I think the people that are loudest and angriest about this already kind of over situation have been in a coma for like the last 8 years. Flower Boy, Igor, Call Me If You Get Lost, Chromacopia, and Don't Tap the Glass. We have 5 straight albums of not just quality music, but not edgy, not slur-filled, not derogatory towards any specific group seemingly. 5 albums and 8 years worth of just decency, I guess, just doesn't really count for some people. I'm just more of a how have you grown person rather than we'll never forget what you did type person. especially if we're talking about tweets, lyrics, some pictures. A few things I really want to drive home here because I don't want to pad this for no reason. There's not a ton to say. Just like a bit for Tyler, a bit for the fans, the haters, etc. One, I don't think Tyler's career will be affected at all by this. They're still bumping his music during commercials, during NBA games. He's still probably getting Grammy noms. His fans will continue to be fans because 90% of what's being shared, people probably already knew about. Also, Twitter isn't real life, so most people will never even know. I'm only talking about this because I've publicly stated that he's my favorite artist before, so I can't just pretend like this thing didn't happen. But like for me, I'm just not really moved. I do hope he deletes the tweets though. Like I know the internet is forever, but how many times do we have to keep doing this? At least make it just like a little bit tougher.
Dos.
If you are a Tyler the Creator fan, by the way, I know that the urge is strong, and it might have even sounded like I was doing this, but that really wasn't fully my intention. There's no reason to try and justify any of the tweets or the posts that you've seen back in the day. I don't think it's the responsibility of anyone to try and justify why another grown man did what he did. Just rock with the music if you want to. You don't have to get weird about it. Don't be an owl. Don't get into group chats trying to figure out how you're going to run a PR campaign to like debunk narratives. He's going to be fine.
Tres.
Finally, if you're one of the people that has been quote unquote waiting on his downfall, I think you're just going to have to keep waiting. This isn't even really like a deflection. It's more of just a matter of fact. There are artists out here that are hitting women and snatching souls and moving weight, and they're still getting a bag. Like there are people actually out here putting other people in real danger, some of them being children. And I just want you to consider why this situation specifically is worth your disdain, or if it's really even worth your outrage at all, if there is any real outrage. I find it incredibly awkward. I think it's embarrassing. I think there's a reason why we haven't heard from Tyler the Creator from like the better part of a week, but he is literally like the champion of, if you're being cyberbullied, like close your eyes, like walk away, just like don't sit on the computer and cry all night. People keep leaving comments under like all of his most recent posts with like pictures of elephants and just saying address it. And I just hope he doesn't. There are literally like probably around half a dozen different bars and lyrics across multiple albums where he talks about people pulling up his old tweets. And I just think that we don't, what else needs to be said? Who would it even be for? And who would it even really help? The idea of holding a musician of this size accountable is always kind of interesting to me. All you can really do is either keep listening to the music or not. For me personally, I'm not all that bothered, but I want to engage with you all on this. Please comment. Has an artist you ever loved been in a situation like this? What artists have done more or less and you thought they deserved more consequences? Am I being too easy on Tyler? What rapper hasn't said or done something regrettable that deserves explanation? Why does Rick Ross say he put Molly on her champagne? She ain't even know it. Why did that dude on that Every Girl Young Money track in 2009 say in about 3 years, holler at me Miley Cyrus? People just let that slide? What's up with that? Should Mac Main be arrested?
Yes!
I don't know. That's all I got for y'all. Please remember to
like the video.
If you think you shouldn't have to tip on to-go orders, love you, mean it, spread the bread, don't tap the glass. Enjoy the outro. Crack in my windshield, I'm pissed off. If you a hater, get lost.
Get lost.
Yeah, it's my show and I'm in charge. Don't eat lemon pepper wings, but I'm the big boss. Please cut me slack, man, need a discount. About to jump off the roof, that's a dismount. I'm just playing.
I'm okay.
Okay, but like, are you though? Sorry for the pause, that's awkward. Start a podcast, cause I knew I was a talker. Yeah, my girl love me, but she's sick of my voice. And you know I'm pro-choice, so she do what she want, Why they hate when I get political? I'm a deep thinker, that's critical. Way too serious for a dude not getting paid. Man, I really need a shave. You know what sucks? Most of season 2 of Dave. Taking shots, but I skip out on the bar. Every single show, I swear I wanna raise the bar. Hope you listen close so you never miss the bar. Say the same thing, but I'm still going.